We are back with your top 8 out of YCS Japan today, and this is going to be Tenpai versus Dragon Tail. And this was actually a really cool game because a lot of insane things kind of happen here, which I don't really expect to see all that often, especially, you know, in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! But I mean, getting sacked is what this game's all about, right? So we're going to slowly start things off here. You're going to see Tenpai go ahead and deploy the good old normal summon of the deck. We all love our dear old friend out here because recruiting for Sengen Kaiman or Field Spell is actually really, really good. Now, there's a couple of paths we could take here. We could overcommit, make a Seals pass, but we're going to go ahead and normal summon, which will go ahead and get us on in to, once again, the Sengen Kaiman. You don't want to blow your resources too much in this game, the way it looks. You want to maintain a nice steady flow of things. You don't want to overcommit, which is something I actually really like about the passive style that you're going to see here. But to be fair, we do open up set 4, which is just happens to be good enough to, you know, generally kind of slow down the pace of the gameplay. So, interesting little play here, which you're going to appreciate. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to proceed to set 4, and we're going to hit end phase here. They're going to go ahead and discard the Dragon Tail to attempt to fuse, and they're going to get hit by Shifter. Shifter is going to start to turn this game on its head out, and I feel so bad here because now this is going to actually fully interrupt everything, and he's going to lose a crap ton of resources here. The fact that, you know, you're going to lose all of this stuff is crazy. You're going to see the loss of the Max C here. Well, I mean, couldn't even do anything with the Max C anyway because we just normal summon past. Like, okay, so you know that it's going to be an OTK coming in the future out here because, you know, Tenpai player opted for first. But that's not the point. So you're going to see the first Dragon Tail come on down here. Now we're going on into the next turn here. We're under Shifter. There's not really much that you can do about that at this stage. Like, the literal one-of did its job against the Dragon Tails. And it's crazy you can see it. So we're going to commit a normal summon here. Which of the mini back row do you want to come down here and actually interrupt this? Because so we are verifying that this is, you know, the searcher that does kind of get everything going here. And, you know, you want to consult your resources and see, oh, hey, you know, which choke point do I need to interrupt here to best, you know, handle this and manage this? Because, is it imperm or are we going to try something? Okay, yeah, we're going to go ahead and imperm here, which 100% correct. You know, you want to cut this off. You don't want to deal with it. Your opponent's already under Shifter, so if they could access, I don't know, something to massively break our back row, like Guardian Chimera, for example, you really just do not want to be worrying about that. So we're going to consult the extra deck here. We're trying to see maybe, do we have something that we could use here? You know, is there some sort of resource that could possibly turn this around for us? But Imperm is going to go ahead and resolve here. Okay, well, that's a little bit rough. Well, I mean, okay, we're going to go ahead and attempt the Dragon Tail spell here. Now, I'm not too well versed in these, but I believe that this is about to get impulsed with the quickness here. Just to see what's, I mean, a fusion. Still underneath the Shifter, like, ugh. That's so rough that the Shifter is just destroying you. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and impulse this, which, you know, what are you supposed to do at this point? Your opponent had, you know, Shifter, Imperm, you know, Impulse. Like, it's really, really rough. Like I said, there's just some games that your opponent's just hypothetically better than you. And there is really nothing that you can do about that. So we are going to go ahead and get negated here. All right, I think we're left on 1 card in hand at this point, which I don't really think that there's going to be too much recoverability here. Maybe you could link into something to try to, like, clear this up, but, like, I can't really see that you're going to have a major game breaker here to try to do something. And you can't really go battle phase, do something, because then you're going to have, you know, your opponent's building this huge field against you. So you're just in an absolute crapshoot of a position all the way around, which it really, really sucks, man. Especially with 2 back row left. Ugh. That's so good. So, just more verification here. Debating on, you know, do we want to go to the battle phase or do we want to, you know, take the more passive approach? We're going to go end phase here. So now you're going to start to see where Tenpai gets to do what Tenpai wants to do best. Here comes our favorite Genroku application. We're going to go ahead and get the Genroku deployed. All right, so now that Genroku has been established, we'll go ahead, toggle on out. We're not really worried about losing that to the banish pile, because guess what? It's Tenpai round number 2, everybody. I love double Sengen Kaiman, don't you? See, this is why the TCG wishes that we had multiple Sengen Kaiman here, because the fact that we have this Kaiman is just the blowout. So we've just got to go get the Chandra here, and we can start the OTK wave, because that's exactly how Tenpai chooses to live its life out here, especially when you've already got the establishment. We have to verify that these Dragon Tails don't actually do anything too crazy to us, because you don't want to be put in a situation where your opponent's just exploding on you and you're like, you know, where did this come from? Like, you can't actually have that happen here. So and you know, just the slight I know, a lot of verification, verify, you know. All right, this is a lot of work just to slam this thing and Kaiman on the table and start to build up our field here, because, you know, that's exactly what you want to be seeing. So, little Dragon Tail stuff. I will tell you, this deck is really cool, though. I love the fact that it's fusion-based. You know, it's got the quick play fusion aspects. The problem is, when you play against something like Tenpai, where your opponent just kind of has the tools and the resources to close out the game. So you're going to see Battle Phase here. You're going to see the Sengen Kaiman come on down here. We're going to go ahead, and it's time for the Chandra wave. All right. We've seen enough Tenpai for the last few years, know where this is going to go. So Chandra, go ahead and trigger. Special summon Fadra. All right. I love Yu-Gi-Oh, don't you? There's the Fadra. All right. Go ahead and start the initiation of the Synchro wave here. Go ahead, battle on in just to get the extra attack swing here. Go ahead and synchro on up here. Go ahead and get out Bident. Bident, go ahead, we'll trigger on up to get our revive. We're getting the extra tuner, or are we just going to get, okay, we are going to get the non-tuner back. All right, well, this is where we get the field spell here, so we can have the Bident revive, which is going to feel really stupid. So swing on over. All right. And then we've got pretty much all the attacks here. Go ahead and synchro jump into Transcendence. Yup. There's Mr. Transcendence. Oh, boy. Go ahead and swing on over. Yup. Beginning a damage step. Go ahead and trigger revive the Chandra. Yup. Over. All right, no monster effects here. This is done. Congratulations. Swing on in. And then Bident is going to go ahead and jump on back here. And we've done it. Congratulations to Tenpai actually taking this down. I was actually pleasantly surprised to see how much Tenpai representation we're actually having out here today. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.